The town-based ground made for a village-based club. You're watching World Stadium Profiles, and this is TSG Achse 99 Hoffenheim's Rhein-Neckar-Arena. This stadium's traditional name comes from the Rhein-Neckar metropolitan area, a region of southwest Germany which includes the cities of Mannheim, Ludwigshafen and Heidelberg. The ground itself sits within the southern centre of Sinsheim, a town of around 37,000 inhabitants, intersected by the Bundesautobahn 6. The Sinsheim location is a slight contrast to the name of the stadium's tenants. Hoffenheim are originally from a village of the same name within the Rhein-Neckar region. It's part of the full municipality of Sinsheim and located less than 5 kilometers to the northwest. The Rhein-Neckar-Arena serves as a successor to the Dietmar-Hopp-Stadion, Hoffenheim's home since 1999 and named for the current Hoffenheim owner. It's a ground within the village of Hoffenheim itself, a 6,350 capacity football ground that remains in use by Hoffenheim's second team and women's team. The move to a new stadium came out of necessity. Having never even been a professional club before 2007, major investment in the mid-2000s saw a rapid ascent, going from the third tier to the Bundesliga in the space of just 2 seasons. The small, basic Dietmar-Hopp-Stadion wasn't going to cut it in the top flight, and by the time of this double promotion, the club had already begun the construction of a new, modern venue. Sites in other places like Heidelberg and Eppelheim had been proposed for the construction site, but neither came to fruition. It was instead a location within the centre of Sinsheim, opposite to the town's Technik Museum and next to a new motorway exit on the Autobahn. Work would take just 22 months in total, ready to go in January 2009. Hoffenheim were already underway with their debut Bundesliga season at that point, and so began the campaign, ground sharing the Karl Benz Stadion with SV Waldhof Mannheim. They would officially open the Rhein-Neckar-Arena on the 24th of January 2009, playing a sold-out friendly against a selection of players from teams in the Rhein-Neckar region. The game finished 6-2 to the hosts. 1 week later, the new stadium got its first taste of Bundesliga action as Hoffenheim beat SC Energie Cottbus 2-0. The Rhein-Neckar-Arena is your typical modern German build, an enclosed stadium with large panels and glass panes making up the bulk of its exterior facade. Right around the ground is parking for around 5,000 total vehicles, as well as a park of solar panels immediately to the east. The immediate surrounding complex includes a factory, a lorry park, and a building housing thermal baths. Sponsorship rights for the Rhein-Neckar-Arena were first sold in July 2011, acquired by energy provider Versol Solar AG. The stadium would take the name Versol Rhein-Neckar-Arena through a deal that would last until 2019. Ownership of naming rights has since been acquired by waste management service provider PreZero, giving the stadium the commercial name the PreZero Arena. The Rhein-Neckar-Arena's interior is dominated by blue, with large single-tier stands particularly around the north, east and south sides of the interior bowl. Within this area of seats are around 6,750 designated for rail seating, the majority of them installed into the popular Südkurve, the location for the most vocal Hoffenheim supporters. The stadium's main stand sits over to the west, a smaller overall seating area with 2 rows of executive and hospitality boxes stacked above. Dugouts and tunnel down the front. During Hoffenheim matches, the designated away section is formed on the blocks around the stadium's northeast corner. The Rhein-Neckar-Arena hasn't just been used for domestic and continental Hoffenheim games. Its first international fixture came soon after opening, with the Germany women's team beating the Netherlands 6-0 here in July 2009. The men's national team first played in Sinsheim on the 29th of May 2011, beating Uruguay 2-1 in front of a sellout crowd. Tournament pedigree has come in the 2010s, with the Rhein-Neckar-Arena used for 4 total games at the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup, including the third-place playoff, where Sweden beat France 2-1 in front of 25,475 people. 5 years later, 25,100 would be present for France's 4-0 win over Italy in the 2016 European Under-19 Championships. Further sporting pedigree has come from a German League ice hockey game in January 2017 and a European League American football game in May 2024. capacity at the time of writing sits at 30,150. Have you had the chance to experience the Rhein-Neckar-Arena before? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the Matchday Man for more stadium profiles like this one. I'll see you then.